Ospreay was in here maybe a year ago at this point, and I did, we were going through the dream matches. I didn't even want to bring up your name at that point because, and obviously we had seen it, but seeing it again and on the stage, AEW stage was a dream. What was that like coming in and immediately, just straight out the gate, dream match? Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like you could, AEW's roster, you could flick a coin and hit somebody and it's going to be a dream match, you know what I'm saying? So that's obviously cool, but to be able to come back and one of my first stories being with Will was great, especially because at the end of the day, I got to show the world I was better than him.
You and Swerve, that's another one that a lot of us fans thought we were never going to see. This is such a cool time to be a wrestling fan. What is it like for you to see these things come together the way they are?
Again, everything is organic. Everything is natural. There's nothing that's been forced. And that's storyline, that's personality. Everything has been organic so far. So that's something that AEW has helped with. And again, Swerve and I don't agree on a lot, but he did say one thing, that AEW has a way of bringing out who you truly are, and showing who you truly are. AEW, it really does. And I feel like it's really given me a chance to show who I am and then allow me to succeed the way I know that I can. You know what I mean? So it's great to be able to not relax, but let loose, I would say, and just be myself.
I want to talk a little bit about just your free time. You spend a lot of time on planes, I imagine. Let's talk about your carry-on. What do you got in there?
The carry-on. So you get two. One of them is always your gear. It's a wrestling superstition. Never check your gear. And just other little things, your toiletry bag and stuff. But the backpack's got the Steam Deck, the headphones, all the stuff. Obviously a good book is nice every now and then, but I listen to a lot of music too. But between those, a book, my Steam Deck, and some music, you really can't go wrong, really.
You said the magic word just now. You said Steam Deck, because I wanted to talk video games with you. I know you.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
What are you playing right now?
Man, I basically just play Tekken and like Call of Duty, Fortnite. I just kind of play those games, but I play a lot of also adventure games on the Steam Deck. I'm on Uncharted 4, and Uncharted has like 2 different stories you can play at the same. That one has 2 different stories, so I'm playing that. Just beat The Last of Us, the first one, because I wanted to play the second one that came out. So I had to go back and play the first one so I can play the second one now, and then and also watch the show, because I was like, I can't watch the show unless I play the game, and so I like adventure games like that, and obviously I go online and play Tekken a lot.
And you said Call of Duty. Which one are you playing? Are you playing the new one?
Yeah, I'm playing the new one right now, and I mean I really enjoy it. I honestly just trying to keep my KD over 1. That's kind of the goal. But obviously that's about it. I get on 40 every now and then. I get on Fortnite with some of the homies, and I'm just kind of learning that one, the mechanics of it, because I just spent so much time on Tekken and Call of Duty. So now I'm trying to put time in getting a lab on Fortnite and really learn the mechanics and learn the area, learn the map, learn the guns.
We're still playing Modern Warfare 3, Zombies. Zombies is where we're...
I love Zombies.
It's
the new Zombies is
so
awesome.
Addictive.
Yeah.
Is it? See, I haven't played it yet.
The new Zombies is awesome. It reminds me of the older Zombies.
Does it? So it's like round-based,
not...
Yeah.
That's
That's cool. What is like your comfort game, like your classic game of choice? Like what do you play when you like go back, play some of those games you might have grown up with?
Probably anything on the 64, Mario Kart, No Mercy, Smash Brothers. The 64 is still probably my favorite console. You got so much that just started. I feel like it was so before its time, and it was just so much fun. Especially you could have 4 of your friends there at once. So 64 is one that I go back and play a lot. GameCube was also another. Again, you got the Smash Brothers, the Mario Karts, those kind of games. Phantasy Stars Online. But those are probably the classic ones I play, yeah.
I saw a video you and Xavier Woods talking Superman, and talking, like you had a back and forth about how you were a big Superman fan.
Yeah.
Is that your guy, or is it? Or do you have a different?
Peter Parker's my Spider-Man's always been my guy since I was young, but as I got older, I got to respect Soups, and I got to respect what he stood for, and how having that much power, but still you have to act emotionally like a human, and because there's a lot of humans with that power wouldn't act the same way Clark acts. And so that is Clark's story. It's not just the power and the weaknesses. It's now that you have all this power, how do you still act like a human and your emotions? How do you regulate your emotions and that side of it? And so that's kind of why I liked and started respecting Soups more, because that takes a lot of, what's the word? Not finesse, but it takes a lot of restraint. And so that's something as I got older, I learned to respect. You know, when you're younger, you're like, oh, Superman, but then you get older, you're like, oh, actually, he's got a lot of problems. It's not just fighting the bad guys. And obviously every superhero, Parker's got, not only does he got to fight the Green Goblin, but he's got Aunt May and he's got Mary Jane, and he's got all this other stuff that he's got to deal with as well. So I get it. But yeah, I learned to, and I think honestly, Batman fans kind of drew me away from, because I like Batman a lot, but it's like hard. It's like Patriots fans or Cowboys fans, you know, it's like, oh man. And I get Eagles fans get it a lot.
What was it about Spider-Man? Like the if that's your guy, like what was it about that caught your imagination?
I think just kind of relating to Peter Parker and relating to his struggles as a teenager, really, but just because again, Stan Lee did a really good job of adding in the real life problems. Because again, Spider-Man is more of a friendly neighborhood hero. He's not as big as the, you know, Thors and all those guys. And so he is so a lot of his problems are a little more, they hit home a little harder because of just the problems that he's going through as a kid, as well as Spider-Man and Harry Osborn and Goblin and Doc Ock and all those guys causing. Because again, if you read Spider-Man, the actual comments, man, those guys really tore Parker's life up. And Parker had, again, instead of flipping and just literally destroying whatever, he literally just always made his choice the right choice and did it. And just as a kid, I always thought Parker was just the coolest, yeah.
Wrestling is arguably as hot as it's ever been right now. So
yes.
For anybody who might be getting into it, maybe for the first time, maybe they're going, oh, this looks kind of cool. What would be your argument for like, hey, you should check it out because of this?
I mean, really, just wrestling in general, it provides every aspect of entertainment that I guess you would want. I mean, as someone, again, even if you don't like wrestling, I'm sure if you like action, if you like drama, if you like comedy, if you like, you know, thriller sometimes, you know, I feel like wrestling can involve all of those and invoke those emotions out of you. And especially if you like sports and you like the sport aspect of it, and you do enjoy the competition side of it, that's where AEW, I feel like, excels, because obviously we have the stories, we have the drama, we have all of that. But at the same time, we do focus on the sport aspect of it as well. And we do focus on, there will be a tournament for a number one contendership for the champion. And it's because we do still focus on the in-ring side of it, because that's something that a lot of us grew up in, you know, really watching. So especially, you know, grew up watching Japanese wrestling, lucha libre wrestling, as you don't really get the translated version, so you don't know their story, so you just get to watch their matches. So that's, a lot of us grew up on that, and I feel like that's something that AEW really focuses on. So that's, obviously we're going to bring the drama, we're going to bring the comedy and the suspense and all that, but we're really going to focus on we really put a focus on the in-ring for the best wrestle.